Hi, my name is Chelsea, and you're listening to Return, Lenten Reflections from All Saints Catholic Church in Dallas, Texas. Thanks for joining us.
This is the return. Running back
to you. Welcome back, everybody, to Return, where we take time each day to prepare our hearts for Easter and our souls for heaven. Today is day 34 and Monday of the 5th week of Lent. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe on your podcast platform or however you're listening to this so that you won't miss any of our daily episodes, which will be published every morning at midnight. If you miss a couple days, that's totally fine. You can listen to a few at a time or just join in wherever we are. You don't have to have heard everything in order, just join in when you can. Now let's dive into our reflections for today. Today, the gospel comes from John chapter 8. It's a very familiar story with Jesus interacting with the woman caught in adultery. Jesus had just returned from the Mount of Olives, and the people bring this woman to Jesus to tell him what she has done. And they go ahead and they cite Mosaic law and say that because she has been caught in adultery and because of what she's done, that she should be stoned to death. And Jesus is taking all of this in, and instead of immediate reaction, he bends down and he writes in the dirt. And then Jesus responds to them and says, "Let the one among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." He knows that none of them have the ability to throw a stone at her because they are all with sin. And as we know, Jesus is the only one that has the ability to throw a stone at her because he is the only one without sin. But Jesus is the last one that would actually throw a stone at her. And how often do we seek for others to receive justice instead of extending them mercy as Jesus would? We see the splinter in other people's eyes before we see the plank in our own. We want them to receive justice, but we want ourselves to receive mercy. We should all extend the same mercy to others that Jesus extends to all of us. Here in the season of Lent, we're called to not get caught up in rumors and gossiping and all of that nonsense that draws us away from Jesus. But we have to remember that we're all in need of mercy, that we're all sinners. We should strive to surround ourselves with friends and family members who are going to call us to be better people and lead us closer to Jesus than those that are going to condemn us and not call us to be better, that are just going to point out flaws. But we want those that are going to help us point out our own flaws, but call us to be more like Christ. Thanks for joining us for Return today. Be sure to join us again tomorrow for day 35. God bless.